We all know that you can do a simple Google search on a person to find out public information. There are sites that you can pay a little bit more, 99 cents, and you can find out about that person, even their grandmother. There's sites like that, legit sites where you can find out information. So let's say, for instance, that they didn't do that. It's a small area. Okay, I've never been to Detroit, Michigan, but I have a feeling it's a small area over there. And I have a feeling that JB, he was knocking around that area and everybody knew who he was. These women knew about each other. These women were fighting one another at his shop and bickering with each other on social media about him. They were doing all this, so they knew who he was. So you mean to tell me you knew about each other, but you did not know that he was into babies? You didn't know that. You didn't know that he was into little girls that were in diapers or pull-ups. You didn't know that. You didn't know that at all. You didn't know that he was assaulting toddlers. You didn't know that. Now, this mugshot here was in 2012. So he was like around, 29, 30 at that time? This mugshot here. So he is 41, probably about to be 42 now. Now, under Otis, JB offended a person between 13 and 15 years old, and that was on November 29, 2004, and he was sentenced on October 31st, 2005, and he was discharged on January 4th, 2014. Now, since he got out of jail in 2014, within that year, when 2015 came, he had already assaulted 5 more people that was documented. So you can imagine the ones that were not documented and have cases against him. And believe it or not, one of those cases that was documented was Naziah. Her case was literally documented in 2022. And 2 other children. Now, they had redacted their names. Their names was withheld because they are juveniles and they are still alive. But we have a feeling we know who at least one of those children that he had, assaulted. There was an incident at a birthday party where JB had touched 2 girls inappropriately, and one of the girls said that what he did to her, it hurt. So what did he do? What did he do? And the other girl at that birthday party was Naziah. So this was in 2022. This would be, about a good year and a half, 2 years tops, before Naziah would be pregnant by him. But her name is actually in a complaint. So somebody took out a complaint for Naziah. She was underage. She couldn't do it. So someone took out a complaint on her. But yet he still was around this girl. I wonder who took that complaint out. And don't forget, one of those toddlers that he had assaulted, remember, he gave her an STD. So this man, we know he doesn't use any type of condoms. So this man is probably giving off diseases left and right. And none of them care. They don't care. They don't care. That's a Jarvis Junkie. That's exactly what it is. It is. And don't forget, he assaulted a juvenile family member. I hope he wasn't still allowed around that family member after that occurred. I'm scared to think. I believe he may have still been. I don't know. JB sought out women with low or no self-esteem. That's what he did. He sought out women who had children because that's what he wanted, especially little girls. Or he sought out women that he could impregnate. Whatever woman he sought out, they had to be beneficiary to him. They had to. The way that we hear him talking about women on the phone, it's like he lost his mind. But no, they lost their mind because they tolerate this. And they let him speak to them any kind of way. So now we have several women out there who have children by a full-blown pedo. I mean, how do you feel? I would be utterly disgusted if I didn't know, but we know that you knew this. On TikTok and Facebook, and I'm pretty sure other media platforms, but those are the 2 that I go on, I see we have new Jarvis Junkies. Yep, and we have fan pages all dedicated to him. Young girls with age ain't nothing but a number and young and ready playing in their videos because they can't wait until he gets out, calling him J-Bay and J-Boo and saying what they want to do to him when he gets out. People have even asked one of these girls in particular, I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to bring her any traffic, but they actually said, do you know what he did to a girl by the name of Naziah Harris? She said, yeah, but it's not about her, it's about him. Disregarding a fact that, this girl is dead, but they probably are not too much older than Naziah. I'm thinking, I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell when a 13 and a 14-year-old girl has a lace front on. It's very hard to tell. I can't tell if they're 13 or I can't tell if they're, 18 or 19 because they have a whole wig on. So I can't really tell. But it's just, that's sad. That is sad that they know what he's done or he's a part of. Because I don't think that he intentionally killed her. But he was definitely a part of knowing what happened. And this is crazy. Because these young women, these young Jarvis Junkies, that's what they are. They are going to have children and let men do anything to these babies. They are. They're already saying that they will. Because look what they are supporting. They're already saying that they'll do something like this. And that is disgusting. Based on how this dude looks. This is what they're saying. And this is the attention that they are going to attract. Men know. Men can see when women are desperate. They can see that. They can see when grown women are desperate. They go after the children because they figure they don't know that much. But they know when the older women have some issues. They can almost smell it on them. I kid you not. I kid you not. I'm going to post the video. Write down this one again. If you haven't seen it, it's called The Breeder. That's what I named it. It's called The Breeder. And it's what these women will become. It's one of the most sickest stories that sometimes I just can't get out of my mind that actually happened. And if you know what a breeder is, you kind of already know what this story is about. And I promise you, all these little girls or young women, whatever they want to call themselves, I call you guys Jarvis Junkies, JJs, all you little JJs out there, this is what your life will probably end up being. Most definitely. And I don't see how you can find anything funny in this. And for the TikTok person that put Naziah's head on Kendrick Lamar's body during that Super Bowl game, that was supposed to be funny. I don't see how funny that was at all. I think it was disgusting. And I have a very dark sense of humor that sometimes I have to stop myself from saying things to certain people because I don't want them to think I'm nuts. But this, I can't even see the humor in this. We don't even know what this little girl is. We don't even know what she went through, right before she passed away. But that was supposed to be funny. It was sick. It was disgusting. And you people don't know that you're bringing this energy towards you. You really are. You probably already have it. That's why you're so able to speak freely about it. It's just sick. It's just sick. Again, justice for Naziah Harris.